American Airlines has long been seen as a symbol of U.S. aviation strength, from coast to coast, linking cities and continents with one of the world's largest fleets. But over the last decade, a series of strategic decisions and industry shifts have severely damaged its competitive edge. Suddenly, carriers like Delta, United, Emirates, Qatar Airways, and Singapore Airlines are not just competitors. They're redefining what modern air travel should look like, leaving American Airlines on the back foot. View from the wing plus one. Today, we'll take you inside the decisions that put an iconic airline on the defensive. From fleet choices and sales strategy missteps to loyalty program struggles, customer frustration, and the rising pressure from global rivals. This story isn't just about an airline. It's about how even the biggest names can fall when strategy, culture, and execution miss the mark. Hard choices that backfired. In the mid-2000s, American Airlines made a series of decisions that looked smart on paper, but proved to be costly in practice. One of the biggest strategic pivots was focusing on squeezing more passengers into planes and chasing low-fare competition instead of prioritizing premium service. View from the wing. Traditionally, airlines earned premium revenue from business travelers and high-yield passengers, especially on long-haul international routes. But American's management, influenced by the U.S. Airways legacy, chose to prioritize gate receipts and low-fare domestic travelers. This brought short-term gains, but ate into yields and reduced the airline's profitability on key global routes. Adding to that, the airline retreated from some of its most important hubs, particularly New York and coastal markets, while competitors invested heavily there. The result? American lost relevance in some of the most lucrative global markets, giving rivals an opening to seize high-value business and international customers. View from the wing. Sales strategy missteps. Some of American's boldest initiatives backfired outright. In 2023, the airline made a controversial pivot intended to reduce dependency on third-party booking platforms and sell more tickets directly. But rather than creating loyalty, this move alienated travel agencies and made it harder for customers, especially corporate travelers, to book flights. CNBC. This strategy not only angered partners, but also led to worse sales performance. Travel agencies, a major source of business travel revenue, found their access to American's fare inventory reduced. This put American at a disadvantage to competitors like Delta and United, who maintained better relationships and broader distribution access. To make matters worse, the airline even briefly limited AADV miles for some basic economy bookings, a move that frustrated frequent flyers and weakened an already struggling loyalty program. New York Post, financial and operational turbulence. The financial picture reflects these challenges. American Airlines reported weaker profits and unpredictable forecasts throughout 2025, a stark contrast to rivals who are posting stronger results and optimistic outlooks. In early 2025, the company forecasted slower earnings, a divergence from analysts' expectations, and revealed it was spending much of 2024 trying to win back corporate clients who had defected to competitors. Reuters. Meanwhile, internal operational issues, such as flight cuts, growing costs, and workforce adjustments, have led to restructuring efforts that underscore deeper challenges within the airline. From headcount reshuffles to efficiency drives, American is working hard to manage costs, but growth has been uneven. Travel and tour world add to that a heavily indebted balance sheet, rising fuel costs, and global economic headwinds that have forced broad industry profit forecasts lower, and the picture becomes even more complex. Investopedia. What customers are saying. Beneath the financial data and corporate strategy, real customers are voicing real frustrations. Social media and forums are filled with negative anecdotes, from reservation disappearances and lost tickets to hours stuck on the tarmac without assistance. Reddit plus one customer satisfaction scores have also slumped, with some independent analyses ranking American Airlines poorly for service compared to peers. In one report, American scored just 2.9 out of 10 for customer satisfaction, far below industry standards. New York Post. These service perceptions matter. Loyal flyers, once a strong revenue source, are now far more likely to choose Delta, United, or international carriers with stronger reputations and better consistent service. Losing ground globally. American Airlines isn't just struggling at home, it's also losing stature on the global stage. In AirHelp's 2025 Global Ranking of Airlines, no U.S. 2025 Global Ranking of Airlines, no U.S. airline made it into the top 10. And American, once ranked as high as number 4, slipped to number 11. Meanwhile, carriers like Qatar Airways, Etihad, and Virgin Atlantic dominate international rankings. Part of this decline can be traced to fleet decisions. Retiring older wide-body aircraft without sufficient replacements has limited Americans' long-haul offerings compared to competitors with modern, passenger-focused cabins. Reddit global airlines are investing heavily in premium service, redesigning cabins and improving overall passenger experiences. Moves that not only attract high-yield travelers, but also enhance loyalty. Americans' slower innovation and inconsistent onboard products stand in contrast, making it harder to compete globally. Travel and tour world rumors versus reality, bankruptcy or reinvention? Amid all the negative headlines, rumors began swirling that American Airlines might be approaching bankruptcy or shutdown. Let's clarify. These rumors are false. American is not shutting down, and industry data confirms the airline remains operational and far from collapse. Axio. However, the confusion around Spirit Airlines' bankruptcy filings led some to mistakenly conflate the two carriers' fortunes. It's true that Spirit filed for Chapter 11, but American is evaluating acquisition opportunities in strategic positions, including gate slots, to strengthen its presence. Guru focus. So while American isn't going under, its future is far from secure unless it addresses fundamental, strategic, and operational weaknesses. Can American recover? Here's where things get interesting. Despite these challenges, American Airlines isn't standing still. Executives say they're restructuring operations, investing in efficiency, and trying to rebuild relationships with key partners. Strategic workforce adjustments and cost management programs show a renewed focus on competitiveness. Travel and tour. World CEO Robert Isom has framed these struggles as lessons for revitalization, saying that the company is using setbacks to strengthen its foundation for the future. Reddit. But to truly regain global leadership, American must confront tough questions. Can it modernize its product fast enough to match rivals? Will loyalty programs return to strength? Can operational reliability and customer satisfaction improve? The carriers leading the world today didn't get there by accident, and neither will American's resurgence. American Airlines remains a giant of the skies, but not a dominant one. Strategic missteps, inconsistent customer experience, financial pressures, and global competition have all contributed to a challenging position. The airline's next chapter will be defined by whether it can innovate, adapt, and regain passenger trust. One thing is certain, the aviation world is changing fast. For American Airlines to thrive again, it must evolve faster than the turbulence it's facing. If you found this breakdown informative, hit like, subscribe for unbiased global news analysis, and let us know in the comments what you think. Can American Airlines reclaim its place at the top of the aviation world?